6.
The last.
However long.
So how does that sound?
It sounds good. Sounds good. Thanks.
I don't think we've recorded since like
Here,
April.
listen to what y'all sound.
It was March.
It was March.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like 6 months.
So you know,
My girl wants to party all the time, party all the time.
See, the
party
thing about
all
having the
time.
headphones is you can
Oh,
modulate
yeah.
your own voice.
Right.
It sounds.
And like that's probably
Feel
the
like
last
I'm
thing Bart
fucking
needs because he's
star.
gonna try and he's trying to be more sexy with his voice and
Party all
stuff.
the time. You have
When
to
I did,
let
when
it
I went on
linger.
No Pots, No Casters, I had my own headphones.
oh,
Oh no,
They
you
are
guys would have your own headphones
fucking
on.
fancy.
Yeah, we need headphones. Let's get those.
But we don't have a. I don't
don't
know
have a
how we
board
would
for that.
plug them in.
I might need to borrow this board on and the microphones.
Well, you'll have to talk to our manager.
Probably on a Wednesday for me. That's District 94.
Do you want to fill out the Google form and
Oh, that's
submit
an,
it to
that's
the?
an Airtable.
I just want to borrow your shit. Set it up like that.
All right, yeah, that's fine. I guess that's it. So we got the sound check good.
Let's do it.
What's our plan for the episode?
Let's say hunker down.
Hunker down.
Hunker down, y'all.
Hunker down.
Hunker down. Hunker down.
Hunker down.
Hunker down.
Hunker down.
I'm trying to remember how long that was. Oh, I got it. It's working. It's working. We're on.
Congratulations.
Hey,
Welcome back.
hey, everybody. Welcome back to what is this show called again? I don't. What is it? What are we doing?
It's this is the fall semester of Hunker Downcast University.
Oh, congratulations.
We're back to school. We're back from summer vacation. I'm Allie.
Hi, I'm Jeff. Over. That's Ari. If you can hear him in the background. And then over here is
Bart Vargas. At Bart Vargas on Twitter. At Dirty Boys on Instagram. At Purdy and Dirty. At Reverend Bart Vargas.
Jumping right into the plugs, huh?
Yep. That's how the professional podcasters do it.
but it's also just.
I've been listening to them. Thinking we should do that.
But you're also like
Like
just.
record, first of all. And then when we do record, after we clear that hurdle, we plug ourselves.
We've been on Rumspringa. We've been, wandering about and
We decided we wanted the Hunker Downcast life
yeah,
at the end of it.
yeah. We've been learning about the outside world
We've been having
outside of the podcast.
A hot girl summer.
Hot girl summer. Yeah, I got bangs, so it's just accurate.
You look great.
There's
Thank
sparkling water here. It's not the hard stuff.
I don't understand beverages at all anymore. Like, nothing.
Okay, old man.
No, it's true.
Back in my day, you bought a cup of hot coffee for a nickel.
That's exactly right. You had coffee, and then you had Diet Coke, which tasted like shit, but you liked it. That was it, basically. You could drink water from a plastic bottle. But
No, you really couldn't drink bottled water until about 1996.
yeah, that's when
That
I
was when bottled water was invented.
That's not true.
No, I'm totally serious.
Pretty much. And
But
that's when we've been getting fucked ever since.
Yeah, it's also when plastic production went like through the roof.
It was a huge,
Bottled
it was a huge
water,
mistake.
the global bottled water industry is an enormous driver in plastic production. Partly why the earth is, dying.
And it's a lot of the bottled waters have that weird plastic that I don't even like fucking with. It's like you got a Coke bottle and you like squeeze it and it makes no sound and it bends rather easily. And then some of those water bottles you squeeze it.
Oh, because they're
and
using
different
a
types.
thinner plastic to try and do low waste or whatever.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
It scares me more. And the particulars fuck with my head. Like, don't drink a water bottle that's been in your car and it got hot. You can't fuck with that.
Well, I'm about 20% microplastics at this point.
I think we all are. Like the rest of
The
you
younger
is,
people maybe more.
the rest of you is just antidepressants you've absorbed from
And
tap
Miller
water.
Lite.
Yeah, right. Like nobody is in. That's
Why are there antidepressants in the tap water?
Because people like take them and then piss them out, and then they go into the water supply.
They come out the same way they go in?
It's the cycle
Yeah, your
of
body
life.
doesn't filter all the way out.
Comes out the same. Well, corn.
Wow.
You mean like ambergris? Like
Like,
yeah.
like, what's it called? The sushi.
Didn't you miss us, you guys? Listeners? Loyal listeners? You missed us.
We're
so
basically
much.
all of us are just plastic and drugs and
Miller Lite.
Glitter and
Yeah.
Miller Lite and fried chicken.
You can't not be
Fireball.
on. You can't not be on drugs. You can't not be poisoned. Like there's no way to avoid it just by being here.
It's
Like,
just kind
you're
of like
bad.
the whole
Everything
thing
is
that's
bad.
happening.
Yeah, it's kind of been the theme for the summer, I feel like.
Yeah, just rolling along. Like,
The Arctic is on fire. The Amazon is on fire.
whoa.
Here I am, stuck in the middle with John Bell Edwards, who's criminalizing abortion. Great.
Oh, that was another. I forgot that happened.
Yeah,
Thank you for reminding me about
that
that.
was the thing that happened.
I've been thinking about all the other things that John Bell has done that I'm really mad about, that I'd completely forgotten that he did that. So great.
Signed a heartbeat bill.
Heartbeat.
Democratic governor.
I
Yeah.
called his ass on it. I was one of those ones that called that off.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I did too.
I told him we voted for him because he's a Democrat.
And we all learned a valuable lesson. Calling doesn't do shit.
Who?
Calling.
Oh, right.
Well, I think we've learned that
I
several
mean,
times.
we knew that going in.
Yeah.
It was for us mostly.
Honestly, I think we've learned that several times in the last few years. I think was it when they were trying to repeal Obamacare, or and everybody was trying to call their senators,
Mhm.
and that was all you saw on Twitter all day was people with their call gifts and memes and shit. Didn't some people we know go to Bill Cassidy's office? There was like a whole thing there. None of that
Yeah.
works.
Some people
The gifts
we
worked,
knew
didn't they?
did that. hmm Oh yeah, posting.
Oh, yeah, I
Posting
remember.
is forever.
Yeah, gift. I think we can gift our way into that. You want to use a lot of Beyonce. They hit a little harder. Thinking basketball player gift is good. Concentrating black lady. Seen her? Or Julia Roberts concentrating. You seen that one?
I like that you can just say these things.
You know what they are.
Right.
You picture them exactly when I say it. Huh?
You're basically conjuring the gifts in my brain right now,
Right.
just by speaking them into.
Painting
I need to
beautiful
know a lot of them. I'm like the Julia Roberts thinking. I can kind of figure that's probably from. I could track that down. Some of them, like, remember when that one came out that everyone was shocked that it was Robert Redford?
Yes.
Because nobody knows where these gifts are from. They just know them from the gifts and the memes.
I knew it was Robert Redford, but like people younger than me thought it was Zach Galifianakis, which is insane.
Do you know who I thought it was?
You didn't know it was Robert Redford?
No, I didn't
I
know it
didn't
was
either.
Robert
Because
Redford.
our
Oh
generation
my god!
knows him as being skinny.
I'll tell you who I thought it was. I thought it was Rousdower.
Huh?
Right.
Who?
So there was a Mystery Science Theater episode where they
Get
had
this excerpt bullshit out of my house.
where they had some sort of like rugged fat Canadian guy versus a satanic cult. Like, and his name
Oh,
was
yeah.
his name was Rousdower,
Wow.
and that's all I remember about.
He was the hero?
He was the hero. And
Billy Jack type hero?
he looked exactly like that Robert Redford gif in the woods. Yeah,
Just
Okay.
nodding slowly.
Well, you were way off.
I was way off.
The point is that nobody knows where these fucking things are come from or what they are. These things were entirely different things that the universe has just co-opted and said it's this fucking thing now
Yeah.
Well, this is your
with no consent.
You're
from any of
the
these things.
official Hunter Downcast University Internet 101 instructor now.
I'm
Congratulations.
not even online as fuck.
You're an adjunct.
What's the pay?
It's only $2,000 a semester. Sorry, for
Ooh.
class.
Ooh. How long till I get in?
You're an adjunct, so you're
So I need to get hired
you're
first.
just a contractor.
Jesus.
This has been another episode of Bard Solves Gifts. Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll catch you next time. Guys, how was your summer?
Totally shitty.
How
Worst
shitty?
summer ever. Totally shitty. My dog died. My girlfriend's grandma died. We endured and watched both of those. Every couple days on Facebook, 2 or 3 friends back home died. And lately I'm on this streak where people come and they go, oh my God, I can't believe that, Kelly so-and-so passed. Man, I'm going to miss her now. even though I don't know Kelly so-and-so, they tag Kelly so-and-so, and I'll go click on their profile, and Kelly so-and-so is like posting about how she's running to the PetSmart to get dog food like 18 hours before. And I'm like, wait, this person's dead? Who the fuck knows what happened to her? Maybe she OD'd or, Florida probably, killed herself, got hit by a car. We don't fucking know. This happened 10 times. Oh, my girlfriend's son has been away at Marine Corps boot camp, so it's like a cult. They don't let you speak to your family and shit when that happens.
Oh, God.
So that's fucking hard to endure. Oh, her grandfather, who was this woman's husband, fell, and after she died, he has massive frontal lobe, minor frontal lobe damage, but he can't remember shit now. And he can't remember that his wife passed away,
Oh,
so
no.
he asks where she's at, and they have to tell him, and they have to tell him that his wife died 6 times a day, and he has a reaction every time. It's been a fucked up summer of sorrow.
Yeah, the last time we recorded together, we were at your house. I remember Doris was like a guest on the podcast,
She was,
basically.
yeah. And we had some RA tonight, so the bridge has been gapped.
Yes.
There's the passing of the Hunker Down cat, Audible dog.
Well, Doris was one of the really good ones.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad we
Y'all can
spent,
read about it.
I'm very glad we spent some time with her the last time we were together.
Yeah, that was
Me
great.
too. She's
Everybody.
a very special dog.
Sure.
Yes,
Spend all the time you can. You love it. Especially the ones that are getting old. One day you're gonna be like, I wish that motherfucker was still around.
I was gonna say, the summertime is always, for me, it's always the heaviest part of the year. It's seasonal affective disorder for New Orleans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
100%.
It hurts. Everything, like you feel, your depression kicks in really bad during those months.
Yeah.
And it really sucks that you have to deal with all these other things going on just to amplify that.
Yeah, and there's
And-
you don't have your environment.
Yeah.
We didn't have any hurricanes. There's
No,
so far.
We had Barry.
but we had a simulation
It was.
that was
It was a drip.
in and of itself. That was
Well, we had the pre-Barry flood, and then we had Barry.
Which was berry.
Yeah. Well, it
It
was.
was berry-ish.
It
was more berry than berry.
More berry. Berrier than Barry.
Yeah, it was
actually.
very berry. Berry. And then that
More watery than water.
that was
it really
the
was
beginning.
though.
Yeah.
Like it was like because like this was that sewage and water board thunderstorm sets off all the like floods everything for no reason and everybody gets really super mad. But that was
Wait,
like
there was a reason. What was the reason?
it rained a lot.
It wasn't a cat or something?
No.
A cat?
Sometimes it's a cat or something they call it. Like,
No, that's Entergy.
a raccoon.
Yeah, what in the Transformer?
Sewage and water board will pick up on that shit.
Well, you are getting to a point though, because every time something like that happens,
They have
there's some things that are
Come
going
out.
on that we aren't told about, and then we learn that okay, well actually this pump was off, that pump was off, or something was clogged that we didn't understand about until several months later when we pull the car out of the ditch or whatever.
Yeah, that car's been there for 12 years.
Right.
So it's not like the car caused the problems of the last 3 years.
No.
This has been there for 12.
This is
Just
true.
be real about that.
I do got to question that carbon dating
Oh,
that
God.
people put on
Oh.
it. That person could have easily just had an expired ass brake tag.
It wasn't a brake tag, it was a registration sticker.
So, but
On
2007
the license plate.
that puts a certain before date on it, but they could have been rolling around.
Yeah, but you can just do that. You can just. I've driven around for decades with a
Yeah.
expired brake tag.
Oh yeah. But
Again, it wasn't a brake tag.
Right.
It was registration.
why was the car?
God's providence.
Where's the other car?
It was there.
Why was this car there?
It was there specifically to make us entertain this.
Somebody placed it there.
Yeah,
If that's-
God's providence.
That's the why of it.
God did it.
But
God or one of the
that-
cooks.
It's there to provide entertainment between the end of the Women's World Cup and the beginning of college football.
that's right. That's right. It's
What do you think we're gonna do here? It's like drop a car in a what that drainage canal.
that's why.
It's an Easter
That's
egg
easy.
that Jesus left for us 12 years ago. And now we're reaping the reward.
Yeah.
And then a little mushroom's going to pop out, and then we have to jump over it and hit it so that we get the extra life.
And it goes,
Elon Musk was trying to rescue some soccer players.
The car was wrecked, correct?
It looked burnt to me. I don't know.
Oh, I thought that was just from sludge.
Yeah, I don't know. I just tell you what I thought from looking at the picture.
Roy McKenna's going to do an autopsy.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Forensics are set to work on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was wrecked though. The car.
It didn't look like. I mean, I wouldn't.
Who knows?
I wouldn't try and drive it off the lot now, but
because that's the first thing I'm thinking of. Is like, how did it get there?
When you said he bought a car, I was like, oh, really?
Yeah,
Culvert car.
Was it all dirty?
By complete coincidence, my wife and I just bought a car. We went to we actually went out to the used car lot the very same day.
You asked to see it. Was it there?
Oh, we drove it. And I gotta say, it was a little dingy, like the cracked windshield and stuff. So they hadn't finished refurbishing it all the way, but considering how it looked when it came out of the ditch, I gotta say they've made a lot of progress.
Amazing.
They
even got one of them fake car titles for it, huh? So that it doesn't look like a flooded car.
Oh, they did the whole thing, man. Those people are professionals.
Oh, yeah, there's been...
No, but for real, how did it get there?
Well,
what are the theories?
No, this is
they pushed it in there?
That's actually the
load into it.
I think that's actually the easy part. Like, I mean, cars go into canals all the time. You remember?
So the driver just got out and said, "Fuck it."
Well, so now you're asking why. I can just tell you the how, and it's
someone drove it into the drain.
Someone drove it or abandoned it in the canal for whatever reason.
In or near the canal.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get close enough, you can probably push it in.
Right. But, I mean, remember a couple years ago when they pulled all those cars out of Bayou St. John?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Those were all stolen cars as well.
Were they all stolen cars?
Some of them were.
Well, why would you want to just get rid of a car? I mean, you can call it record.
So many reasons. So many reasons. But
well, then they might as well be stolen.
It made you mad.
Insurance fraud.
Oh, okay.
Who knows? But I can tell you how it got in there. Somebody somehow shoved it into that drainage canal and it floated on down. When did the Greenway open?
The Greenway opened in like 2013.
Yeah, 2015 says Pat. And
Engineer Pat.
And this car, at the latest, was on the streets. Or at the earliest, I guess, was on the streets in 2007. So it's possible that someone just abandoned it, like in whatever stage the Greenway was in at the time, and whether or not. I mean,
well, it's a 2-year registration tag, and you get them 2 years in advance. So, like, my car tag says 21 on it right now. So, I mean, it's possible that this was a Katrina car.
So it's pretty.
So it was a fucked up car from Katrina and sat around for a while.
No, I mean, like, it could have got into the canal during the flood.
Oh, you mean it has an 07 on it, registration on it, because that's when it expires.
Yes.
Ah.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Okay.
That's some forensic file shit right there, Allie.
I mean, right?
Yeah.
If you get a 2-year registration.
Yeah, okay. That's possible.
I like your thinking there, detective. We have to find the owner.
Right.
Please, media conglomerate that runs New Orleans.
How do they not run the place? It's like find the person and then go talk to them.
Well, I'd
what
like
the fuck?
Do private detectives have to do everything around here?
Honestly, I mean,
I'd like to be a private detective.
I would like to hear like the follow-up on those Bayou St. John cars. Like, why did we never hear what happened to those?
Oh my God, there's like probably several novels worth of stuff in that.
You would think.
The best novel is none of them contained the poor teacher.
Well,
like they finally pulled her out, but everyone they pulled out, like they were like, we found a car.
It was like 40-some cars that they pulled out.
And I was like, oh, it's her. Oh, my God. And they pulled out. It's not her. I was like, oh, shit. We found a car. Oh, it's her. Pulled it out. Nope. Oh, thank God. And then we went through this 3 times or so. They pulled them all out. And finally they find her. And right around that time also, I was showing some visiting friends by Bayou St. John. And I was like, yeah, man, they find cars in this Bayou all the time, y'all. And I just so happened to look down, and there was a car just sitting right there. I didn't expect to be that correct. It shocked me how correct I was. I was like, there's one right there. And the 2 girls looked, and they were like, holy shit, there is one right there. And a guy came up and was like, yeah, he went in there like 4 hours ago, man. We drug him out all the way. I was like, oh, I didn't mean, I meant down there is where the car is. But they had to pull that one. Corin Canal is an evergreen story here.
That's what I'm getting at. Like, you can always find them in there. So it's really not... When we found out about it, it was really funny because it connected everything. It connected sewage and water board completely fucking up all the time. It connected weird New Orleans shit. But then after thinking about it for a while, you're like, oh yeah, no, that could happen. I could see how that happened.
I think Tourists in Trouble, Bourbon Street Tourists in Trouble is an evergreen New Orleans story. Mm-hmm. Corin Canal, Entergy outing, boil water advisory.
I've got one, actually, because this is another car story. I can, we're just thinking about it. This is...
Superdome renovation.
Superdome.
Car talk.
This is from August 7th of this year. It's WWL. Someone set 2 vehicles on fire in a Lakeview neighborhood last week in an explosive moment caught on camera. And it goes on to describe the video, I guess. It says, the man fires what appears to be a flare at one of the cars, soaked in gasoline, blowing it and another nearby vehicle up. According to neighbors, it happened around 2:15 a.m. on July 29th. And then there's home security video. They talked to one of the neighbors. He was scared. He tried to put it out, blah, blah, blah. But they don't say whose cars they were, and they don't say anything about like why it might have happened. Just these 2 cars in Lakeview neighborhood are torched.
So
One purpose.
Burying the lead, not ignoring the lead.
Completely ignoring everything. And
why did it happen?
Right. And that's August 7th. It's now August 23rd, and there's been 0 follow-up on that. And it wasn't the big story about like pulling a car out of the ditch was, even though it is as sensational, and I'm curious about this.
I feel like cars get torched a fair amount. Like there was a car that got torched behind my office, like a big SUV. It was, when I got back from Michigan in July, it was there, and it was just, it sat there for like a whole month before it finally got towed away. But it had just been burned.
Behind your office? I mean, do you think, was that like in front of somebody's house, or was it like
No, it was in front of an abandoned lot.
Okay.
Where did the flare get shot at then? Where was that at?
It was in Lakeview. And,
that is a big story.
The story
in the East, it wouldn't have been a story at all, but
right.
It happened in fucking Lakeview. That's a huge story.
Well, okay, so let me put on my Epstein brain hat and tell you some things about
thank God, finally.
what this made me
Are
think.
we ready to talk about Epstein?
Figuratively.
I'm sitting up straighter in my chair already.
That has a lot. That Epstein story has got more angles than the car and the drainage.
Oh my God.
So this is from 2014. This is a story from, I guess, it's whatever the paper is now. This is NOLA.com. An apparent firebombing ignited a pair of early morning blazes Thursday in uptown New Orleans. Uptown New Orleans. Incinerating 3 vehicles. This is on Pertanion Street.
I remember this.
And scorching a house in a startling scene that resembled a war zone.
Whoa!
Wait, wasn't this related to the Public Service Commission race?
Yes.
Okay.
Its federal law officials said they were investigating whether Mario Zervignon, a well-known political fundraiser, had been specifically targeted in the attack. At the time, Zervignon was...
By, like, Eric Skermetta.
Exactly.
Yeah. That was an old story.
That was from 2014.
Okay, yeah, I remember that. Wow, that is old. Pretty good memory there.
Previous to that, 2009... this is actually from TPM of all sources. It says, Tonight reports that the car belonging to Brian Welsh, the aide to putative / possible Senate candidate Stormy Daniels, did not explode, as had been earlier reported, but was simply a car fire. So, anyway, and it goes on and on.
So we got burning cars.
We have burning cars.
There's a serial car arsonist.
Oh,
but specifically,
for hire.
Yeah.
Specifically connected to, like, political candidate intimidation type things.
Okay, so it's Ike Spears.
I'm not naming any names.
Nor am I.
But I am.
Great. Now my car's going to get fucking blowed up. Jeff's got a new car. He's going to get blowed up now.
I'm pointing out, though, that this last episode happened right as we were heading into qualifying week for the upcoming state elections. And it happened to somebody's house in Lakeview.
So just a couple weeks before disqualifying week.
Exactly. So if you just something to think about, you know, whether or not your candidate really wants to get into this race, and then maybe after
your car might get blowed up.
Some things might happen.
I like calling it blowed up, like one of them on the redneck boards. It got blowed up.
But anyway, I would love it if someone would tell me like the rest of the story with these burned cars.
Yeah, we need to know. Look,
so I
man,
can I can stop worrying about it.
Johnny Georgie.
Paul Hardy's on the rest of the story.
Well, the only news guy in town is Johnny Georgie, so we just gotta speak directly to him. We need to know whose car it was in the tunnel, and whose car got blown up. Get on that. Free editorial consultations and a hunker down cast, bro. These are stories.
Sure
Epstein?
We'll get right on that.
You heard about him?
Oh my god. There's too much.
Allie, do you really want to?
What are they going to find?
No, I don't want to. I can't get started with it.
Okay, we won't. Let's not trigger Allie's Epstein brain.
That sounds pretty good.
I'm
not done enough thinking about it. I just saw it and thought that made sense and moved on. I was like, they killed the pimps, the madams, and the hookers. They are always the first to die. So when the pimp died, I was like, yep, that's what happened.
Yeah, I mean,
it's way more than that, though.
Rotating, sure, but also the same thing. The pimps always die. The madams always get hung. The women always get killed. The person who's running the show always is the one who dies at the end. And the people don't ever get busted.
I agree.
It's the macro analysis.
I agree, but you're not going to bait me in, and you're not going to bait Allie in. Because I don't want to get into...
We don't have time to break down all the CIA and Mossad connections.
I don't want to...
Somebody did it. We don't know who actually...
I don't want to get Adam
went in and
on the
did
line.
the hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just know that everybody decided the pimp had to die, and the pimp died.
And it's like the most hyper normalization ever, because everyone, no matter their political perspective, is like, oh yeah, that dude did not kill himself.
Right.
Like everyone, and yet the official line is like, yes, Jeffrey Epstein died by suicide by hanging in his cell, and it's like, no, we know that did not happen.
Right.
Absolutely did not happen, unless he pranked intangible.
But it's classic hypernormalization in that we all know something is up. We also all know that we will never know what actually it is that is up, and therefore the possibilities are infinite, and we are just going to live forever.
And they know that we know, and nothing matters.
And who are they? And they don't even know who they are.
Right.
And right,
they're everybody.
Right.
Like, I knew when it happened, I was like, some people on my timeline are going to say that it was Trump. Some people on my timeline are going to say it was the Clintons. And if any of them...
And they're both right!
Right, yeah, they're both right, and they're both fucking complete assholes for suggesting that it was a partisan fucking thing. It's like, nah, it could have been either. It could have been both. Who the fuck are you, dude from Pennsylvania, who thinks you know? Like, all you have to do is say, they killed him. And you're
no.
We'll have something in common.
That's the state of everything in 2019. Like nobody has any standing, nobody has any idea, nobody knows. There's nothing. We're just
nobody knows. Right?
Everything.
We're all generals in the posting.
Exactly.
The posters are.
Exactly.
Well.
And the world is on fire in the meantime.
And then every now and then I see someone on Facebook, they'll be like, no, he killed himself. I'm like, who the fuck are you?
What rock did you crawl?
Jesus Christ, what is the fucking... What is that? How? Are you working for them? Did you get a stipend from one of them, like an $18 a month check or something, just for 2-3 Facebook postings? Fuck. If you said it was anybody except them, then I was like, fuck you, you're stupid. It was them, all right. They did it. How? And I was like, yeah, that's cool.
At least they're using the appropriate pronouns.
Yeah.
Well, it was Bill Clinton and Chris Tucker.
It was them. That's who it was.
Chris Tucker.
The actor.
Oh, he
was on the plane. He went on the trip to Africa.
He what? To get prostitutes, or just happened to be there?
Whatever you...
Nobody knows.
Whatever you think.
Nobody knows what happened on the plane.
He was on the Lolita Express?
Yes.
Oh.
With Bill Clinton.
How did he end up on there?
Great question.
Because nothing makes any sense, and because we're all on drugs inadvertently, and because we all are full of plastic. None of this is real.
He had just put the car in the canal, and he wanted to get out of town for a while.
Exactly.
Oh, I didn't know he was involved in that. Odd.
We got
Color me surprised on that one.
You see,
I would have quite. Where did you read that? Like a question, like a decent news source?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's common. Yeah, that's known.
That's public domain.
I'd check the
It is
domain
known.
on that one. I'd be like, wait, what the fuck am I reading? Like
Well,
sometimes you start to read those
that's
articles and you're like,
literally-
wait a minute.
That's literally every Epstein article. Is you get about 2 paragraphs in, and you're like, what? Wait, what the fuck am I reading?
Yeah.
That's
Like this ranch in New Mexico where he was trying to like propagate a perfect human species using his own sperm.
true.
That's narcissist. That's narcissist behavior.
Yeah,
The narcissists don't kill themselves.
that's exactly right.
Not that I was suspecting that he was. He was just presenting a case against him. Not me, but when one of those $18 a
He was
month.
too wrapped up in his own perfect dick to, or like whatever. It was probably gross and weird, but like he was too wrapped up in it.
Now we're talking about Epstein. What it possibly disappeared.
Well, that was also in the news.
Yeah, there's a picture of
some
that.
descriptions of it that were disturbing. But he was probably too wrapped up in it to consider offing himself. I don't know. Anyway, we shouldn't talk about
Well,
that.
we got sucked into it.
We did.
I promised myself I was not gonna.
about it because I just probably this hurt.
No, I'm not letting this happen to me. There's several things that are going on right now that I'm just not gonna get sucked into, and this is one of them. I know it's ridiculous and I don't care. I've decided not to care. That's my reaction.
Okay, I have something else to get mad about instead.
Okay.
They're getting rid of the ramps at the Superdome.
Thank you for bringing this up.
I'm so mad. I love those ramps.
The outside ones or the inside?
The inside ones.
ones.
Actually, they're coming for the outside ones next.
Ugh.
The on Voyager Street in particular, they have like a long-term goal to get rid of those and create a front door to the Superdome.
Superdome is perfect, and they should not be it should be protected under some sort of architectural preservation law.
The Superdome is a perfect example of like the co-option and corruption of like the public good, the public endeavor that has like been like taken away by capitalism and used, and like just now is just this like thing that sucks money out of people and doesn't do anything but like put it in Miss Gale's pocket now.
Yeah.
It's gross.
It's an extraction machine.
I love the building for so many reasons. I think
Perfect building.
it's a beautiful building.
Yeah.
And now they're gonna fuck with it and fuck with it and fuck with it and
Well, the renovations that they've done so far have been really good. Like, I love the panels that they put on the outside. I think they look great. And now
Oh
they're-
yeah.
And now
It
they're
looks
gonna
like shit before.
and now they're gonna fuck that up too, and like put in like natural light somehow.
yeah,
And
they
it's like,
don't need to do
You
that.
don't need to do that.
No.
It's a perfect building.
I-
You don't have to be like Dallas. I've been to Dallas Stadium and it was okay, but the Superdome is perfect.
The
Leave it alone.
natural light thing really trips me out because there's something about going into that building and like just the atmosphere. It's like going into space or something. It's just, for me, just like
It's like a contained zone.
yeah.
I don't want natural light in there because I want it to feel. It's like more intimidating this way. It's a containment zone.
Okay. It triggers memories in me of like being a little kid and going into like just this like almost being on a soundstage, but like in the future or something. It's really, and I still think about it when I go in there. It's like its own atmosphere, its own environment,
It
and
definitely
really-
has a smell.
yeah, it does.
Especially Section 617. That's because all the smell goes up.
It does. It gets to the top.
You get everybody.
I don't think they need any natural light, and I don't understand what is even the point of taking the ramps out. I don't.
How do you take the ramps out?
And what do they think they're going to gain by that? I don't quite understand it.
I don't know, but it's going to be awful to get out of there after games.
That's what I'm thinking.
Them
It's
ramps
terrible.
make it really. That's like a conference flow out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
We've always just walked down there. And when you're in those ramps and you won
Oh,
and there are opposing fans there,
it gets so loud.
yeah, you can fuck with them all.
It's great.
You feel like they don't know if they're going to get taunted or just shanked. It's just like they
Well.
they are in it. They're like, oh, I'm just going to keep walking. He's like, yeah, man. Fail to the Redskins.
Oh, that's right.
I did it.
You are going to get shanked one day.
All the way down. And
Yeah.
it just reverberates off the walls, and you're in this prison-like fucking setting and shit.
Well, that's probably why they want to get rid of them.
Because of the
People call it
shanking.
a prison life.
Well, I think it's cool.
When we were kids, they were carpeted,
Dude,
and you could roll down them. We you could. We
Gross.
did. Like, yeah.
Yeah, yikes.
Yeah, germy.
It was just the grossest thing. But
Fungal.
that's why we have the immunities we have now.
It made you
True.
stronger.
Yeah.
You're more resilient.
Oh, I'm nothing if not.
It's always nice to go to the dome with someone who's ever been in there.
When
First time I went to the Superdome was for the 2007 Sugar Bowl when Notre Dame played LSU. That game sucked for me, but at the time, because it was my senior year, and it was so loud, and the LSU fans were having so much fun, and I was just miserable. And ever since then, I'm like, I want to have fun at a football game. These people know how to have a good time. And I've just been a little bit jealous of LSU ever since.
That's interesting that you had that particular reaction to LSU fans having fun, because a lot of the rival fans have a very different reaction to LSU fans having fun at them. Yeah.
I was jealous. Absolutely, 100%. I was like, wow, these people are just living life, man. They are loud and raucous, and they're in their, and man, we're getting beat by Jamarcus Russell, and wow,
Ooh.
I want to go root for the other team. This sucks.
So I saw LSU play in the Sugar Bowl in 1985.
Cool.
Against Nebraska.
Ooh. Those were good Huskers, huh?
No, that was 95.
No.
In the early 80s, they were good.
Okay.
Yeah, Nebraska kicked the shit out of us. But before the game, the LSU fans were having a lot of fun.
They always do.
Yeah.
The tailgating is...
I was a young child at that point, and it made an impression on me. I think that may have been similar to what you described.
Yeah, it's a call to glory. On the hero's journey, it's the call to action. Like this is a tribe in which one day you will belong. You will be a part of it. And then you begin your hero's journey.
But at some point this summer, I remembered that Mark Ingram was not on the team anymore, and it made me so sad. I feel like something very fundamental to the team's chemistry and leadership will be missing this year with him gone. And I got really sad, and then I got really angry that I had been on such a journey with this running back from Alabama. Like, I hated his guts, and then like he was laid low by the NFL, and then he like worked his way back up, and then it was like, oh my God, I can't imagine this team without Mark Ingram, and then he's gone all of a sudden, just like gone.
Over $500,000.
I'm so sad.
No,
yeah. He was on a hero's journey too.
Yeah.
That is
Alabama running back.
It is a unique NFL story. I mean, there aren't that many players that go through that particular arc. And Mark Ingram did that, and I think we're going to always remember that. And you're right, it did kind of rip everybody's heart out. And it happened over, like you just said, like over $1 million, but also over like
$500,000.
Over like people not calling each other on the right day and shit like that. It was like some stupid.
Yeah.
It was
another one of those moments where you just think, wait, these guys don't know. Nobody knows what the fuck is going on.
It did seem like that.
Everything that you think is a well-oiled machine, really is, except for Pence killer.
I have two things to say about the Saints right now. Like, first of all, this is the year that isn't supposed to have happened, just because they were supposed to win the Super Bowl last year.
Yeah, and then Drew was going to retire.
Yeah. But he couldn't because of what happened, and everybody is this like, we're all kind of still in recovery from that, and like I think
it doesn't quite feel like Team of Destiny right now. It feels kind of like
and I really feel like Saints fans, this is the thing that has psychologically tested them more than anything that's ever happened. People don't know how to react to that. They're still kind of working it out. It feels like some people are coming back, but if you look around, there are certain people who are kind of like not paying attention yet. They're waiting. It's weird. People are in a weird place. But Drew Brees was supposed to retire, and he's back, and he is not supposed to be there.
No.
So he's like a shell. Like his spirit has been left behind, but his body can.
I don't even know. I don't know what's going to happen.
Body.
He's the guy from Clerks. He's not supposed to be here.
He's not even supposed to be here today.
Here's a narrative. I can pitch.
I've got a second one, but yeah, go ahead.
Last year wasn't the team of destiny. This is the year.
Without Mark Ingram.
Without Mark Ingram.
With like
Drew Brees,
Zombie Drew.
Drew and Sean, the guys that started the whole goddamn thing. 10 years later, where's the Super Bowl?
It's in Miami again.
It's in Miami.
Oh my God.
10 years later, they're gonna put the band. They're gonna do it one more time. They're gonna finish it where they started it. They're gonna end up in Miami. All that other shit was just smoke and mirrors. Oh, the final score of the Super Bowl is 13-3. Same record, 13-3. Doesn't work that way. This shit right here. The universe has come around. The Earth has gone around the sun 10 times. We got 10 fingers and toes, Jeff. You hear me?
Yeah.
This is the team of destiny. Not last year. That was decoy.
This has to be the team of destiny because it's the last one.
Yeah.
Like there won't be any Drew Brees after this year. There won't.
No,
there may.
Everybody believes that.
There may or may not be any Sean Payton in a few years, but there.
He will ascend into heaven.
Yeah, he will. Like Luke at the end of Last Jedi.
Yeah.
He will melt away like the Arctic ice caps.
Yeah.
The NFL is going away. I have this theory that like New Orleans is going to be like one of the last cities that even cares about football before it dies. I think we're kind of on the path that. But those aren't my real theories about this season. My theory about this season is this. Do you know about Dan Arnold?
Kevin Arnold's dad from the Wonder Years?
No.
Dan Arnold, the tight end?
Dan Arnold, the tight end from Wisconsin Platteville.
Yes.
He is going into his third year.
Yeah.
With us?
With the Saints.
Wait, is he a tight end or a fullback?
He's a tight end.
Okay. He's got a tight end.
He's an undrafted rookie in a couple years back, but he spent the whole year on injured reserve. And then last year, he started like not really doing a whole lot. But then as the season went on, he started to kind of get involved a little bit. And you could see him as they started to need a tight end towards the end of the season because Ben Watson was cashed. Every now and then, like, oh, who is that? It's Dan Arnold. And he would make a brilliant play. And then a couple plays later, maybe something bad would happen and they had to pull him back out of the game.
He dropped the ball.
Yeah, something like that. But the story...
He dropped the ball in the practice.
The story towards the end of the season was, oh, the slow emergence of Dan Arnold. Like, is he going to be a thing? You kind of root for little Dan.
Roseanne-ass name, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's who he is.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then in the NFC Championship game, on like the biggest stage in the most tense moment, there was a play where he had the ball in his hands in the back of the end zone.
Yes.
And dropped that touchdown. That really probably would have made the difference.
Mm-hmm.
And so Dan, like, just in that moment blew it. And he spent the whole offseason feeling like shit. Like, oh, like, I haven't got there yet. He's not there yet. And so he's going into training camp. And he's still on that path. You know, he's like, he does a great thing and then something bad happens. He does a great thing, something bad happens. Like Sean, they asked Sean about him, and he even like kind of said some things about like, oh, you know, the kid is great, but he's got to, that light's gonna go on when he gets that confidence. So he doesn't have it yet. It's possible. It's a thing he can reach.
Oh, jeez.
So in the first preseason game this year, Dan made a great play. He caught a pass from Bridgewater, and he like bowls over a guy and reaches out the ball and like made this really dramatic touchdown. And oh, Dan is coming. He's here. And then like the next possession, the ball goes into Dan's hands, cradles it right here, pops right back out. Dude catches it, runs back the other way for pick six. Dan's back. Ooh. Dan's on top of the world. Dan's back down on the bottom.
Low Dan.
High Dan and low Dan. Yep. So this season, the real question is, can Dan do it? If Dan does it, then we got a chance.
If he emerges, he'll fill in that last.
Dan doesn't do it, right? So I got this feeling that we're going to be watching Dan real closely. He's going
to be the barometer.
Yeah.
The indicator, called groundhog.
There's going to be...
Dan sees his shadow. We're going to win the Super Bowl. If he doesn't, He doesn't see the shadow of the winner.
That's right.
He sees the shadow and gets scared. Goes into the fucking thing. Goes in the hole. We're not going to win.
I've got these visions of like, Dan catching like the winning touchdown to get us back to 7-9 at the end of the season.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Also. I was like, well,
but also like
we could just pull a 7-9 out of our ass.
There's like other narratives I've got in my head about it too. Like, in week 1, like Dan is about to score and he fumbles out the back of the end zone. In week 3, we miss a field goal at the end of the game because Dan left his roller skate on the field for some reason.
Do we have another tight end?
Yeah, we got like a whole bunch of tight ends. We got
Ben did end up retiring.
Yeah, Ben's gone, but they signed a really high-profile free agent, Jared Cook.
Oh,
yeah,
I've heard of him.
Yeah, he's big time. and then they've got Josh Hill's back. So Dan
Heel.
Yeah.
Heel.
But anyway, so that's
all right. Well, we'll have to do Dan Arnold watch throughout the season.
Okay.
It's the season of Dan.
We'll check him out. I think we're going to win the Super Bowl.
Okay.
One more time in Miami.
Should we take a break?
Well, we're at about 50 minutes. We can take a break.
Yeah, we'll take a break.
I did hit them, but
all right, good. They'll figure it out.
Well, they'll figure out that we're drinking beer again.
Yeah.
Well, that you guys are.
I like. There are a couple podcasts I listen to where there's cracks.
Where they're opening stuff.
Yeah.
So
that's another thing that adds.
They're stealing our thing. You mean someone else learned that you can drink beer?
Oh yeah. They're stealing.
We didn't invent drinking beer.
No, but we did invent adding the opening of the beer as something that they can familiarize our listeners to our podcast. Or else we were one of the pioneers. We're not going to track.
We're just doing Foley work. It's no big deal.
What is Foley work?
That's in movies when they use sounds to add into the movie.
Yeah.
So when they crack some sticks instead of actually like someone getting their bones broken in a fight scene.
Then you got a video of a guy throwing a bunch of marbles on the ground to simulate some other sound.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they just record a bunch of sounds and then use them as other things.
There's something soothing when you watch. It makes everything.
Usually I watch Monster Factory for that.
What is that?
Monster Factory is a video series on YouTube where Justin and Griffin McElroy go into the character creation settings in different video games and create and push it to the limit of grotesqueness and then play the game and try and break it.
Oh,
so it's breaking Madden.
John Boyce.
Yeah, I mean it's from the same family. They did that as part of Polygon, which is part of
Character creation.
I was going to call Allie out for having 5 minutes ago saying that she only watches John Boyce videos on YouTube.
Well, I only watch Fox Media videos,
right.
I guess.
That's technically a John Boyce video.
Yeah. No, that's been my wind down lately. It's like I can't actually commit to starting a new show or anything like that. So I have Roku TV, and so I just flip over to YouTube, and then I just watch from one of these big playlists of content.
I'll let the machine tell me what to do.
No, I pick the video, but I can't commit to a narrative. So I just need to I'm
Fine.
It happens. I know.
Yeah.
10 or 15 minutes. And also a lot of times, like, usually if it's a good show, I can keep my attention. But
sometimes
Glow, or Orange is the New Black, don't make me enjoy that. I'm going to be fucking off on my phone, and if someone gets fucking murdered or something, I'll be like, oh, let me go hit rewind on this.
Oh, I love Glow. I see. That's one of the things that I want to watch the new season of, but I just haven't been able to like commit to it.
The third one.
Yeah.
This season,
The Vegas one?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Less in-ring action.
There's too much TV. I'm trying to get rid of it. I'm trying to downsize my television viewing. I'm trying to like just go to bed and read. That's gonna be my thing for the rest of the year.
It's just
Where's
more
Jeff? He went to bed.
Slower narrative. You gotta.
I know.
And what if you know?
But
it takes you 50 to 100 pages sometimes to figure out. Wait, this book's a piece of shit.
But that's
I
fun.
think this book sucks.
There's almost like that's almost better. It's almost like it's like having harpooned a whale. It's like, yeah, I figured out why you fucking suck, book, and you can just throw it away. Like you get to that point. Like
you're not talking about the Nantucket sleigh ride or anything.
No, I'm just saying that like you pick up a new book and you go
figure out it sucks.
Why? How do you suck, and why? When can I kill you?
Like Ahab and Moby Dick and
boom, you're gone. Next one.
It's the strangest metaphor for reading I've ever heard.
No, you have to read that.
You could have thrown away Moby Dick though. That thing starts pretty slow.
Moby Dick is great.
Yeah, but do you know that? You're handed it telling you it's great, but if you're back in Melville's time, you might have been like, God damn, just get to the fucking whale.
Well,
dude.
I think at the time people were more interested in sitting around listening to reading like endless catalogs of the different kinds of fish or whatever the hell.
Or the Saturday Evening Post or something.
Yeah.
Pamphleting.
Sure.
Your so-and-so's niece would come play the piano and everyone would sit around and watch her. Those were the bad old days.
They're right. Don't ever go in for nostalgia because things did suck previously.
That's not a nostalgia during our time. Hard to call it nostalgia. Did you see that I was watching old movies and bitching about the nostalgia in them? Like I was watching Stranger Things, and then I was also like, one of my devices figured out that I was watching old movies and started suggesting them to me, so I started watching them.
The machine did tell him what to do.
Yeah.
No, it was correct on this time. I yell at it most of the time. Why do you think I want to watch that stupid machine? But I was like, oh no, now you're on. You're right about this.
Serve me up, Daddy.
Yeah, I'll watch some War Games. So I watched War Games.
Joshua called me and told me what to watch next.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bill and Ted, and I forgot what the other one. They were 80s movies while I was watching Stranger Things. And then my mind got broken, and I was watching
Stranger Things.
I was watching War Games. I was like, yeah, whatever, man. He's playing Pac-Man. So that's clearly fucking nostalgia you're trying to push on me. And I was like, oh no, Matthew Broderick truly playing Pac-Man. Not just doing it for there's a Duran Duran poster over there, but it's really a Duran Duran.
Now
have you guys noticed this trend in commercials though, where they are specifically referencing things that like mostly I think that I watched as a kid and turning it into commercials aimed at aimed ostensibly at children now, but it's really aimed at their parents, which are supposed to be my age. And so they're using there was a commercial, like a Domino's commercial that was it was like a Ferris Bueller shot for shot remake, except Cameron was the Domino's delivery driver, and it was Steve from Stranger Things running through the backyards trying to beat Cameron to the house to accept the pizza delivery. And Cameron was wearing his Gordie Howe jersey and everything. And I was like, this is extremely dark. Because it's
right. They've scene for scene listed.
It's like Cameron is a delivery driver. It's late capitalism.
Probably what Cameron would have.
It's downward mobility.
So
also, he's clearly been replaced by new Matthew Broderick, which is Steve from Stranger Things.
Yeah,
and there's no creative well anymore beyond just we're gonna do a Ferris Bueller commercial because everyone who watched Ferris Bueller as a kid now has kids. It's just when I sat there and watched it and I turned to Pat and I said, oh my God, they're aiming this at us. They're marketing to us. with nostalgia right now. And it was just, I hadn't like noticed it before, but now I see it everywhere.
Two things. That's happened to me. I mean, that happened. That's been going on forever. And the first time that I noticed it, no, I'm trying to validate.
You got Jeff.
No, I'm validating you because I'm saying that you're right. They do this.
It
and they have
sounds weird.
I know this is a thing that they do. I'm just saying that it is now like being aimed at me.
Now they're doing it to you. I remember what it felt like when I first saw a Burger King commercial where they used "I Stopped the World" with "Thy Modern English," and I thought,
"Melt with You."
Yeah, "Melt with You." Thank you, because I'm drinking beer. I don't know the fucking song, but I'm like, wait, that's a song that people listen to. It's not like a cliche or anything. That's a song. But no, that's what they were doing.
Now it's a quintessential 80s song.
They were turning it into a thing.
Yeah.
The other thing is...
But that's what Stranger Things is. It's a nostalgia factory for marketing.
When Cameron finishes...
And not a good plot.
When Cameron finishes making all his deliveries on Postmates or whatever, does he have to, like, run the car in reverse?
No. Okay. The commercial wasn't that long.
What were they selling?
Domino's Pizza.
But they were selling that, so they were not marketing it to the kids.
And it even had the music in the background, too, like the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Like, it had the whole theme in it. And it was Steve running through the backyard and, like, jumping on the trampoline, going over the fence. Like, it was the same.
At least they had the Stranger Things guy in there so that you knew that they know that
you were cute.
We knew.
Oh, God.
Forced nostalgia is coming.
It was brutal.
That's very Epstein right there. That's like, we know, you know. We know. You don't know. Nothing is real.
Do you think anybody in the any of them said, "Wait, we're not just gonna go"? They'll know that, huh? No, I don't care. You're fine. Get out of here. Wait, we're just gonna kill him? Isn't that kind of cliche?
During our break,
right? That's what I thought.
During our break, I saw on Twitter that the New York Post reporter who broke the story and said that it was a suicide was on his plane.
Was on the Lolita Express?
Yes, and I was like, oh my God.
Dude, who was this guy?
Stop making me try to care about this. I'm not going to let it get me.
Those girls are going to get whacked next. Or they're going to get overdosed, or there's going to be weird death.
Or nothing will happen. And everything will happen, and nothing will happen.
I think nothing will happen. But except them girls get.
Everything will happen. We'll be bombarded with 48 news stories that we can't even predict.
It would have happened already, huh?
Yes.
I mean, this week the president went on TV and said he was king of the Jews. I mean, what the fuck?
Specifically, those are the two things I don't want to hear anything about. I don't want to hear about. I don't want to hear about Epstein, and I don't want to hear about what Trump tweeted. It's I know it's bad. I know it's you can go, but I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop caring about those two things because it's just I'm trying to not let my brain get fried all the way.
Yeah, you don't want to do a deep dive.
It's already.
You want to look at it from afar.
I've only got so much brain left. I've only got so much.
I looked at the sun.
I can't.
No.
But Allie,
oh, no.
you still have brain cells to burn. I don't have them anymore.
Yeah.
It's like this is what I discovered this summer because
you've got the hangover.
I've got it. I got brain tumors. I got brain clouds. I got things.
No, you got tau proteins.
Right. It's all. I got the CTEs and the. Right.
You got busted up tau proteins clogging up the fucking lines and shit.
It's like being high all the time. It's like you don't remember what you're thinking ever. It's great in a way. It's kind of liberating, but it's also terrible because it means that definitely you should not be trusted with anything or be in charge of anything. And this is kind of why my new thing that my new campaign that I'm trying to start is we need to lower the retirement age to 40.
Get all those frazzled fuckers out of there.
If you're like me, if you're 40 or over, you can't. Don't do it. Please don't do anything. Don't help. Just go.
Stop helping.
Stop trying to help. You're not useful. You're not gonna do it. Really, the only people who should be allowed to be in charge of anything are people who are like in their 30s. Like if you're a teenager, you're an idiot. If you're in your 20s, you're like busy being drunk all the time. If you're in your 30s, then you kind of are like, okay, all right, now I'm kind of starting to understand how the world works a little bit, and I know a little bit more people, and I've done
They can't know that they're going to be retired.
No, they got to.
They're just going to mail it in to all their 30s, and then we'll have to put the people in their 20s.
Well, no, not everybody has to participate in doing things, but
okay. Well, I choose not to.
I knew you would say that, but one thing
we opt out.
I want to do things.
Right. But people in their 30s should be
then
in
I
charge
can
of things.
complain to Allie, like, why aren't you doing more things?
And then when you turn
How is
40,
that different than
get the
right
fuck
now?
out. Get the fuck out. You don't have to worry about it anymore. That's the world that I want to create. Please.
An age-based vocational caste system.
No, it's just like when you're after you're 40, you can do whatever you just go away, and we'll take care of you, and like everybody else worry about everything. It's not
that people will live a lot longer too, and then you're gonna have to be taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
You be taken care of.
No, I'm
half
for
the
that.
population.
I'm for that. I'm definitely for like people being able to like live their best life.
Well, we're
as
gonna have
long
to
as
have
they
big
possibly
theaters for them to watch TV.
No,
and
I
everybody
just
can't get a TV.
We will just every time we need more money, we just kill another Coke. We take all that money.
Only one Coke left to kill.
It's a lot of money.
There's the dumbass nephew who started
Oh no, I don't. Okay.
the shirt company.
No, I
Wyatt
don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk. Yeah. Now you've reached the thing I don't want. He doesn't want to hear about Trump tweets. You don't want to talk about Epstein, and I don't want to talk about all the Cokes, the cherry Coke,
I'm just saying,
the new Coke,
The Failson Coke.
Diet Coke,
We're
Zero.
We're running out of money to keep supporting these shiftless 40-plus layabouts. Slaughter another Coke, everything's fine.
How does that fix it?
Because I can just live. I can just.
Oh.
I can. Yeah.
So he won't be riding.
You don't even need millions of dollars.
I just need.
Oh,
I
don't
just
need any money, really.
I just need Tercel gas money, basically. That's all I need. I don't need anything else.
Oh man.
Okay, so we were going to do this last segment, of which we have 45 minutes to do.
Yeah, so we got...
talk about what we did, and Allie did so much.
Right, so just to remind the listeners of the loyal listeners of the Hunker Downcast.
Timinim is what they're doing.
The Timinim.
We're doing great.
There we are, we're doing fine. This is a segment called Stepping On, Stepping Out, or So-So for short, which is where we talk about things that we did out and about in the city of New Orleans or beyond since the last time we were all together. So if any of us has a fun story to share, either...
Just the last 6 months.
Yeah.
I saw the Rolling Stones.
Ah!
I
Oh!
thought of something, yep.
All right.
Okay, I'll talk
You
about
and Doug McCash.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to talk about him. I'll stare at the sun if I talk about him. Soul Survivor. I knew it.
Yeah.
He was on that speed plane. That motherfucker was on Epstein's plane.
No, he was just on Twitter asking if anyone had been on Epstein's plane, if they could
Call him.
check him and tell him what it was like.
AKA his personal Rolodex, Twitter. No, I knew he was going to survive. I didn't doubt it for 1 minute. Like, he's making that jump.
So you and Doug went to see the Rolling Stones.
I'll start, yeah.
Yeah, what happened?
It was crazy. It got buried. It was fucked up. They were
buried as in B-A-R-R-I-E.
B-A-R-R-Y.
Yes.
Yeah. Say it in your best parish accent.
And everything that got fucked up that weekend.
Yes.
And the Stones fans were much like the Stones, in which they were like, we're fucking doing it. Like, it doesn't matter. We're showing up. And they did in droves. So, first of all, they were supposed to come to Jazz Fest, and then they didn't. And then they rescheduled their show.
Jazz Fest.
Yeah. It was a long, the Stones took a long time to get there.
Yeah.
Then they finally, I knew on the Thursday when they were coming. Did he make a bad Stone song?
Did they slow roll?
Slow rolling stone. Slow your Rolling Stone.
We're doing great.
I'd like to apologize to Everybody, all right.
I knew the Thursday before that. I was like, hey, I bet you, because I always just go, like, I'll do shit like I'll go look at traffic even though I'm not going anywhere. I'll look at Lyft prices even though I'm not trying to go anywhere. I'm just looking to see, like, hey, what shit's affecting other shit in the universe.
Oh, okay.
Right?
That's
so
good.
when
That's
a
good.
concert
Good to have a
comes,
good looking out.
I'll just go to StubHub and look at what the prices are,
Sure.
how they go up, how they go down, trying to pattern recognize and maybe use that to my advantage one day. Well, I was like, I bet you those stone fucking prices are dropping because nobody knows what the... I know this hurricane is fucking bullshit.
Are they dropping like a rock?
It came out of Tennessee.
Yeah.
And I know that hurricane ain't got shit. Your Cape Verdes, your fucking Gulf storms, those guys might pack some fucking heat. This guy formed from a Tennessee low, fuck that. He ain't doing shit.
This is how bookies look at hurricanes. This is what we're... Yeah. All right.
I mean, after a while, you're not over, 15, 20 years of looking at spaghetti models. If you're not an amateur bookie on these fucking storms, then your pattern recognition skills really suck.
Yeah, what are you even doing? If you don't even have a theory about
how... You gotta know the dirty side, you gotta know the storm surge, you gotta know what fucking area of town you're in, where the neutral ground, there's all kinds of shit.
Right.
You know. And I knew this fucking storm wasn't shit, but nobody else did. Also, I had the benefit of, like, walking up to the river and looking at it, too. Like,
I did that, too.
Everyone was like, well, the river's gonna be high, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, let me just look at it.
I did too. Josh and I drove around and we were like, oh, there's plenty of room.
Yeah.
We measured it. We're like, there's 6 feet of room.
Yeah, you guys actually drove down to where they said the levees were too low to handle it, and then and put an eye on it, and said that's all right.
Fucking right.
We were giving our best weather and climate analysis in the DSA Slack.
I mean, you can point at the water, and then point at the top of the levee and be like, see, that's how far it has to go.
Right.
Allie's correct, though. The DSA Slack was primo berry updates.
It was really good.
Yeah, if you wanted to be on the ball, join DSA.
DSA Slack?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Oh, Slack is a chat platform.
Oh, okay. In which all y'all talk to each other?
Yeah.
Okay. You get invited to them.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, I knew that them prices were dropping. So I bought one on like that Thursday or that Friday for like $29, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, sweet, got it. Trusted the platform, StubHub, figured they were all good. Well, once the storm everyone realized that it was fucking not going to happen, all the prices started going back up. That was cool. I bought low, and now it's going high, and now the thing that I bought has more value. Well, the venue started issuing refunds to anyone who had ever bought the ticket, right? So to get the refund, you had to have the ticket. So whoever I bought it from, just said, fuck him, I'm not going to honor the ticket, and I'm going to take my refund. So he did that. But I didn't find that out until like the day of the concert. And I had full-on Stones regalia on, like shirt, dressed in all red.
You just had this stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Stones are a band where you can wear the shirt to the show. Okay. You don't want to normally do that, but they've been around. You can do it. And then I'm figuring out that, oh wait, I don't have my ticket yet. And I called and they were like, yeah, looks like you canceled, the owner canceled the ticket. So we'll refund you the money. And I was like, look, motherfucker, I'm about to go to this show. Like, you need me to... She's like, we'll refund you the money. You can buy a new ticket. I was like, the tickets are like $100 more now. So why the fuck? Why would I want to do that? So I bitched and yelled and talked to the manager and talked to the manager's manager.
Oh,
blah,
no.
blah, blah, blah.
It's almost not worth it.
They were like, no way. We're going to just refund you the money. And I knew they can't hang up on me. If I don't cut them... So me and him had a boyfriend, me and this manager, this lady had a boyfriend-girlfriend fight for about 30 minutes. Well, I don't know why you're saying that. And, I think you maybe misunderstood me when I did that. And I don't understand it for like
Holy
30 minutes.
crap.
Yeah.
I
I'll
didn't
do
know
it.
you had it in you.
I'll dig my heels in when I'm just talking to these
It's
people.
giving me a migraine just contemplating.
It's a bit of a thrill to know they can't hang up on
Okay.
you, right? So if you just keep talking, they have to respond to whatever logical issue you pitch to them, right?
Yeah,
so we
I'm
get
sure
it.
they
You're
do.
just playing Outlast.
Yeah, hoping that I'll get. All I wanted was the ticket for the original price that I got it for, and she wasn't doing it. She was like, "We'll give you the cost back of the original ticket, but you're on your own finding a new one." And they were all, $100. So the phone call got disconnected. So she hung up on me.
Air quotes.
And like one of those air quotes, sorry. And one of the last things she said to me was, "We'll refund your ticket." Right? So
And then she hung up on you.
Yeah, well, we got disconnected.
All right.
So Jeremy was like, "Go on social media and yell at them. They hate you when you do that shit." So I got on there and I took a picture of me in my outfit and I put a frowner on my face and was like, "Oh, man, I can't believe StubHub fucked me on the Rolling Stones, blah, 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 at StubHub." A minute later, fucking the StubHub slides into my DMs, right? And they're like, "What's going on?" I was like, "Da da 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 da." They were like, "Email this shit right here, blah 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 blah." I was like, "All right, da 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 da." Like, "We're gonna help you rectify this. Here's how we're gonna do it. We're going to send you a coupon code for the difference between what the price of your ticket was and what the price of the ticket's now. And then all you got to do is come out of pocket the original ticket cost, right? And buy a new one.
And then use
and
the
we'll
coupon.
cover the rest. And I was like, awesome.
Could you have...
So they did it. They solved it.
Could you
Yeah,
have...
so I got it back, and then they refunded me the money anyway.
Could you have
I
maybe...
ended up going.
Could you
So,
could you have maybe skipped the part where you had to get into the whole conversation on the phone and just gone straight to social media?
no, because of my generation, think if you call somebody and talk to them, you're going to get results.
Yes, but could you have just gone on and started bitching, and then they would have gotten in
Well,
your
it's like your
DMs?
secret weapon.
Yeah.
You don't want to bust it out, because sooner or later they'll be like, "Fuck, it doesn't." It's gonna reach its natural end. Or they're gonna be like, "Fuck you." Like calling them on the phone already doesn't do it.
Obviously.
Which it used to do stuff. Now it doesn't.
Well,
now you got to bitch
it
at
did
them on
something.
social media, and
You
sooner or later
you
that's
just
gonna
have to
do
tell them when you call. By the way, I'm also talking in front of 2,000 other people.
I am live streaming this conversation now. You're recording the call. I'm recording the call. Anyways, I went, and they were a little slower, but it was a good show. They were old. It was like a Saints game where all the cool people were in the 600s. They were a little slower, but they were all right. Probably won't see them again.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but like Mick Jagger, over 40, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Should have retired 35 years ago.
Yeah, still doing.
Under your
still,
plan.
Yeah. I don't understand.
Well, I mean, he's got his moves.
Oh.
I saw him 5 years ago. They were a lot. They moved around a little bit better.
Okay.
Well, didn't they get canceled the earlier show because of, the
Heart
Jasmine thing because of, because...
So there's 4 of them left. Charlie Watts, who's the oldest one, had cancer like 15 years ago. Ronnie Wood described, these are his words, had a spat of cancer that he got cut out before it, his words, set up any encampment. His words. Mick had a leaky heart valve, and Keith Richards has, 76 years of being Keith Richards. So they've all had their health problems.
Yeah. They've all got age.
Full-blown age, let's call it that. After 70 is full-blown age, whether you got any shit going or not.
Oh, God.
Other than that, I visited my 70-year-old parents several times.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen a lot of Instagrams from the beach from you.
Yeah.
Lots of Pensacola time.
One, like when Doris died, she died had the common courtesy to die, but right before we went on our vacation and not during. And then there was just no beach. Like twice on the beach. One time we went, we sat down, we opened up our lawn chairs. You just killed Miller Lite. You get out on that beach and you just like die Miller Lite, die. You line them up.
Crush them.
Yeah, and then you go pee in the ocean and come back. Kill tomorrow.
What's your beach setup? Do you shade? Do you have like an umbrella?
I got a $20 umbrella, $20 chairs, one of those old Playmate igloo coolers with the sliding top, you know?
Yeah,
With a little button that slides into place. And we hit the Oyster Shell parking lot, which is the public beach right where I'm at. For socialists, you would fucking love it. It's all types of people.
I love
all working class. Families, big ass families, rolling. Some of them look like they've driven 60 miles to get to the fucking beach.
They probably have.
They're fucking rolling in the sand. They're fucking throwing their footballs. Fucking great.
So that's, you went to the beach and you went to the Rolling Stones.
So much more happened, but nobody wants to hear. What did you do, Allie?
Well, back in May, went on family vacation in the Netherlands. So that was pretty fun.
Okay, right.
I had not been there in 11 years, and so I went with Pat and my parents and my brother and his fiance, and we went to go see all of my dad's side family, and so we were over there for like a week and a half, and it was really fun. I think to your point earlier, we did a lot of like quality time. It's just like a lot of togetherness, a lot of like just spending. We call it Fazel, like having really like good, nice, cozy times together.
Yeah, that's important. I like to watch my loved ones, see how they move, and listen to their voice. Like take a very, they're just gonna say the same shit they all say, but that's really, they're not growing people, right? Just you look at them, try and look at their details.
We also do a lot of like fun.
I'm doing that with you two.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I was thinking that.
Jeff got nervous, like, you look at my Sorry, go ahead.
My details are on private.
You're beautiful,
my
yeah.
details are set to private.
You're beautiful.
It was a fun trip for me because in addition to seeing everyone, this was the first time I think I could like discern some differences in character between different Dutch provinces. So like not like having it all just be like one like landscape in my mind, but like being able to tell the difference and like see some of the like differentiating things.
How many times have you been?
This was my 4th time, but it's been a while.
Yeah.
You were looking at the details.
I was looking at the details.
And noticing.
I was also appreciating all different forms of potatoes that were served at all meals.
Those are details.
Oh man, and like the Netherlands is a country where at dinner, even though everybody orders their own entree, they still serve French fries and mayonnaise family style for the table.
Oh my god.
It's so good.
Like straight up Pulp Fiction mayonnaise and French fries.
Well, that's a Dutch thing.
Oh wow. Yeah, I think he was an Amsterdam. It is good.
I don't really like Pulp Fiction. Sorry.
It's okay. The mayonnaise and French fries is good.
It's very good.
Yeah.
It's my preferred way to eat. And it comes family style at every meal. The coffee was amazing. It never got warmer than like 73.
Hell yeah.
It's so good. Yeah, the weather was great. My family was awesome. They had all sorts of activities planned for us. So like every day we were with a different group of family, and they had different things planned for us. So we got to do different things with them. Like one day we went and visited a pumping station.
Of course. Yes.
Sounds awesome.
Allie,
tell me about it.
A UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Allie arrives in your country. Show me to your infrastructure.
I didn't
Please.
have to. They took us there.
Oh yeah, well, that's what they're doing.
It was called the Woudegemel. Yeah, and it was fabulous. We walked in there, and well, first we had to go through we had the most enthusiastic tour guide, and he was like just going so slowly. I could see my relatives getting more and more impatient. They're like, "Fuck on, like let's just go." And eventually we had to get out of there, and we had to finish the tour. But I was kind of like, "Wow, tell me more." And I'm walking around like, these pumps were built in 1920, and they're in perfect condition. It's incredible.
Unlike some other pumps from that particular era that we are aware of.
And I mean, they looked. I'm not an engineer, but they looked to me. I've been inside a couple of Fusion waterboard pumping stations, and they look exactly the same.
Oh.
They look like the
wood
screw pumps that we invented, and the timeline would fit
they could just push a whole car like 50
Yeah,
feet
how
or
many
so,
cars
and,
were
like
in there?
yeah.
Man, that's the other thing about the Netherlands is that there's no litter anywhere. Like, there's none. There's none anywhere.
I just like that you equate a whole vehicle with like abandoned vehicle with litter.
Trash.
It's
It's
litter.
trash.
Yeah.
It's trash. And there's none. I mean, there's nothing wild about the Netherlands in any way. Like, every bit of landscape is managed. Like, every tree is planted in a row. Like, there's nothing wild. And, like, you come back to New Orleans and it's kind of like, you can, like, finally, like, relax a little bit. Because the Netherlands is great, but
I hate coming back to New Orleans.
it's just a little uptight.
Vacation. But as soon as I'm coming over the bridge, I always say the same thing. Home crap home.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
I was like, oh, here's this shit again.
well, we had to fly into...
Wow, I have the.
we had to fly into the international terminal.
I acclimate quickly.
We were on the British Airways flight. It's a direct one.
Yeah.
And so we flew direct from London to New Orleans. So we got to experience what foreign visitors experience when they're entering the United States through New Orleans.
Wow, now that is unusual.
And, folks, it's bad. At airport, like, if you think the concourses stink like lucky dogs and mold, let me tell you about this international concourse that they, like, had mothballed for 20 years until we got a new flight. And then they were like, oh, let's just,
Jesus, where is
kind of
it?
wipe it down. And there...
How do you get there?
I don't know, it's like under Concourse C.
I thought it was Concourse C, where it's in the back. And
Oh, C. Wait.
I don't know.
I think B is the crazy.
I think they're like, let's just, we're using this until we can move into our new one where all the toilets will work.
Right, I was gonna say, did you just start go and tell everybody? Wait, no, the new one is even worse.
Well,
because
I was just so glad that I had a U.S. passport because everyone else on the flight, I think except me and Pat, were like British or EU passport holders. They were all coming here for vacation, and so their line was super long, and Pat and I were like, and we could like just kind of go right through and then go right home.
You get your sparklers out and just chant USA as you walk by these fucking limeys. You have to stand in line.
And British tour. Well, okay. So the other part of this trip was Pat and I went to Lisbon in Portugal for a couple days.
Oh,
before
wow.
we went to the Netherlands because I knew it was going to be a lot of family time. And I love that, but like I also
need a break.
Needed some time alone to get ready and to get acclimated before the marathon family vlog. And so
observing all the details is packed.
So we went to Lisbon, where I've wanted to go for like, I don't know, 15 years ever since I saw Anthony Bourdain go there on television. and it was awesome, but it was filled with British tourists who were just the absolute worst. God, they're terrible.
Tourists in general are.
No, but Brits are like, they're drunk all the time and they're bad drunk. Like they can't hold their liquor.
I have heard this. I've not experienced it in person.
I mean,
they're the worst.
They were like stumbling and pissing and like it was real. We were like, what?
They're the whitest people on the planet. They invented white. They are the extract.
This is a good theory.
You can pour one British person into a cup and then 10 parts just water, and you'll get a pretty decent white person out of that. They are just, they are the serum.
When I was working in hospitality, we didn't see a lot of Brits for whatever reason, but we did get a fuck ton of Australians, and they are like the knockoff version.
Yeah.
And
they are.
And they were the worst that we were exposed to. They were just
no way. The real Brits are worse.
Well, it's all
these guys are the Brits.
The Brits were the ones who were fighting on that cruise earlier this summer.
That's right.
Falling on the cruise.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
Over some dumb shit too, right?
I can't even remember.
It was
like a patriotic party on the deck or something.
And some.
I don't know. Anyway, so but in Portugal we went birding. I like paid for a guide. I hired a guide to take us birding in Portugal, which is officially the oldest thing I've ever done.
Hell yeah.
I'm old now.
Yeah, but Allie, we all know you're a bird person.
But
you're a birder.
It ruled. This lady picked us up from our hotel. We drove for about 30 minutes outside the city, and then we just went to all these different habitats that she knew, including a cork farm.
Hell yeah, because that's the only place in the world that cork is made.
Yeah, cork it's the bark of an oak tree.
Okay.
And it's a cork oak.
Right.
And they trim the bark off the tree every 9 years or something. And so then they write the year of the tree when it's harvested, and then they wait for it to grow back, and then they harvest it again.
It's an amazing shit.
So it's basically just like a beautiful meadow with all these oak trees in it that look kind of like live oaks, except their trunks are bare with a year written on it.
And then the bark grows back, and
Yeah.
they pull it out and write it.
Yeah.
Never know.
Yeah. It was awesome. It was so beautiful. So we were out there for like 4 or 5 hours, and we saw 60 different species. It was amazing.
Exotic one? What was cool?
I think one of my favorites was the purple heron.
Yep.
The squawko heron.
Yeah, this is what I.
Pat spotted a yellow-crowned bishop, which is actually an African bird, but they've become endemic in southern Portugal, so that was kind of
They made the trip. They jumped the sea.
They jumped, yeah.
They were like, "Hey, buddy, we can get a better life over here, man."
We also saw flamingos.
Oh, like wild motherfucking flamingos? Damn.
Yeah. And spoonbills. And
I just guess I never thought of a flamingo as being anything that existed outside of the zoo. for a second there, I was just like, wait.
do you think that all
They just live in
all
zoos.
flamingos are still in that zoo bathroom
They've been
preparing for Hurricane Andrew?
Or in advertisements for exotic places and shit like that.
Yeah,
Like,
there's
what you pull out quickly.
There's a spokesperson for whatever
paradise type
condo or whatever. Yeah,
situation.
that's right. That's what they do.
But my favorite birds we saw were one is called the European bee eater, and it's like a really colorful bird. I'll show you.
Do they eat bees?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll show
I was
you the
wondering.
guide later, and then another one called a hoopoo.
Oh,
Do they eat?
damn,
food?
you saw some birds.
Yeah.
60 species.
Yeah.
The purple heron is how big?
The purple heron looks a lot like our tricolored heron.
The ones that live in the top of those trees on Opelousas and shit like that.
No, I think those are night herons.
It's like this big.
Yeah.
I'm holding it about my hand 2 feet.
That's a night heron.
So
They also live
a little small.
No, purple heron is bigger.
Alright.
Yeah.
What kind of purple? Like a violet or lilac?
Like a pale purple. Yeah. Anyway,
The
it's
only,
great.
the only information I'm getting out of this is that once again, Allie is legit burger.
Oh yeah.
That's all I
She's
can
a legit potatoer.
get.
Well, yeah, I guess once you hire a guide, the jig is up.
When you should hire a guy in the Netherlands. Like, I want to see all the potatoes.
I wanted to go birding in Holland, but we couldn't fit it in the schedule, so I just,
Oh
Because
my
once the family gets there, you're on their fucking shit.
yeah. But I still found a bunch of different birds in the Netherlands, which was so cool. So I got a couple more species there.
You were
And we went to the Keukenhof, which is the national tulip garden. It's only in season for maybe 6 to 8 weeks.
Uh-huh.
And we got there kind of near the end of tulip season. We were there in early May. But I got to see all the tulips in the Keukenhof, which is a real highlight. I've wanted to see that for years.
You can say that to people when they question you. Like, I've seen all the tulips in Keukenhof, baby.
Man.
You ain't gonna get shit past me. Alright? You think you know something? Maybe I've seen all the tulips.
That's right.
in Keukenhof.
That's
Wow, you're right.
That's a thing. That's what they say.
And then watch them just shut the fuck up.
That's a This ain't my first rodeo.
Yeah, it's so much better than that.
They
have to go Google that shit just to realize how much they got fucking told.
Definitely going to do that.
That's right.
And the lavender and the what was the name of the bishop?
The yellow crown bishop.
And the yellow crown bishop too. So fuck off, like someone tell me.
Yeah, that's pretty
Okay.
much all I did this summer.
That's brilliant.
Well, I went up to Michigan for a week, so that's informal.
We talked about that.
You do lots
Yeah,
of things.
I went to Atlanta for the GFA action.
There's a lot of birds there too.
No, I didn't see
Dirty
any.
one.
I was in a hotel working, so I didn't go as a delegate. I was a volunteer.
Yeah, I don't understand why people want to go to this. It just seems like a lot of work, a lot of
It's exhausting.
yeah.
And then I had to also drive there and back,
Oh,
so a lot. I think I'm still recovering. But it was fun, and I got to meet a lot of great people. So yeah, that's really what I've been up to.
birds and commies.
Birds and socialism mention though that this summer, around June, I was starting to feel the summertime sabs, which we talked about earlier.
Ooh, that's early for him.
Yes, because I was feeling trapped in my house. I was feeling despondent because I didn't want to go out too much. It was too hot.
Trying to control breathing.
Yeah.
That's basically been my last 2 months.
Yes. And so I figured out a way to get out of it, though, at least temporarily, and that's that every morning, Pat and I would go for a walk for a half hour.
Okay.
Kind of like around, like, between, like, 6:30 and 8 o'clock, somewhere in there.
In the morning?
Yeah. Go for a walk. Before it gets too miserable. Now, we've had some heat waves that have been fucking miserable, but for the most part, it's pretty good. And that is the only exercise I get, is like walking for 30 minutes in the morning. But just like, I haven't gone birding, like here, because it's been too hot.
Yeah, fuck it.
But like, that is like the one like outside time that I have. And it's helped me get through the summer.
Where do y'all walk?
Just around the neighborhood.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you notice details on that?
I do. And we know where the birds live in the neighborhood, and we listen to them, and we talk about, like, we get to actually, like, hang out and talk.
Sounds awesome.
I recommend it. And it's turning into a habit, which is the most important part, I think.
Oh, yeah, once you got to break through that first 2 weeks, month, 2 months, being part, once your brain gets trained to that type of shit, then it's hard to get out of it.
Yeah. I'm really ready for it to cool off, generally, but
it may never.
Also, I'm back on the coffee trend. That's cool for me too. But now I don't have a coffee maker, so I have to go get a fucking cappuccino across the street.
Get you out of the house, though.
It's expensive.
What, wait, when you gave up caffeine, you threw the coffee maker out of the house? Or?
Well, we waited for about 2 years, and then we finally got rid of it. Yeah.
Wow.
So we're in.
And then you immediately got back into coffee.
Today I didn't have any coffee until like 11:30, and I was feeling that shit. Well,
And they've never had a study that ever said whether it was good or bad for you.
as soon as I figured out that I just need to eat something with it, and then I won't feel nauseous.
Oh, is that what was happening?
Yeah, I felt sick all the time, or like really jittery, because I would drink like a whole bunch of coffee, and now I'm like, if I just had a cappuccino, I feel great. It was going to the Netherlands actually that got me back there. Because I was hanging out with family, and all you do is drink coffee all the time. It's Northern Europe. There's nothing else. I mean, everybody just drinks coffee all the time. Anyway, what have you been up to, Jeff?
Well, okay, really quickly, almost nothing, because it's been the summer. It's been the summer sadness, the summer indulgence.
Summer of sorrow.
Just hiding from the world, usually under things, like just behind walls, and just not.
You can use covers in the summer. Our AC was struggling.
Also happened to us for like a day or two. Yeah, it happens to everybody all summer. Like your AC goes out because it sucks. You don't want to go outside. Everything's terrible.
You heard that? He just blew off the AC.
Yeah.
What
else?
Ours was like struggling all summer. Like it couldn't keep up.
Yeah, that happened.
And then it finally kicked in.
We went through that. It feels like everybody goes through that every summer.
Do y'all leave it on when you leave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I mean,
you got to give it a rest.
No.
Turn it up to 85.
Oh, I turn it up.
To 85?
No.
We do, but then the
You
cat.
got to endure that first 15 to 20 minutes.
No, when we go away, the cat gets up there and turns the thing back down. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's something I'm prepared to
The other thing that happens to you during the summer.
Whole argument just collapsed.
The other thing that happens to you during the summer is that you might find yourself
living in a shotgun shack.
Obviously, but
You find yourself behind the wheel of a large automobile.
Never me.
And you may ask yourself,
how did I get here?
something about your beautiful life.
Anyway, so one of the things that might happen is you might be like settling in, and then a stranger walks into your house.
Oh, that did happen.
Yeah.
And
It never happened.
and you're like there in your boxers and like just coming out of the bed. Like, say, bro, what?
Hey, bro, that's how you start.
Hey, bro.
That's a good start.
What's going on?
Oh, man.
What's going on there?
New Orleans is hell.
That is, say, bro.
Hey, bro.
can we help you? Well, I mean, it would have been worse if it had been Chris, because
she would have booted up. I bet.
She would have immediately grabbed a very large
I wouldn't want to
thing
fuck with
and
her.
run. Right? No, she was.
I'm drunk frat boy wandering into a house.
She happened to be outside on the other side of the house. So anyway, it was me.
See your face right now.
it was me greeting the folks. Basically, what happened is a guy walked into my apartment thinking it was his Airbnb.
Normal
but
2019 shit.
What was abnormal about it was that he had the fucking key.
Yeah, he had a key that just opened my door, and like just was like coming in and looking around like, oh, well, here's where it's gonna be. I don't know what this place is like. It looks a little shitty. Don't know
who trashed the place.
Right. Don't know why there's trash everywhere. Like,
whoa. Someone had cooked a pot of red beef.
Right. So, so that happened. I think somebody in the building was renting out their place and happened to have a master key for some reason. Yeah. Which was a weird way to find that out. But we rectified that. Like we changed a lot of everything. But
you changed a lot.
Yeah.
Right. Which?
I just thought that was like an appropriate thing to have happen during the summer when they were like finalizing the whole STR mess.
Yeah.
You could go to City Hall and yell at them about it.
I could have, but I didn't get in on
another thing that's happening is
like random people are just coming into my house.
Yeah, they're masterpiece. Are you guys aware of this?
It's an invasion.
But I didn't do any of that. But it did happen like right a couple weeks before they passed the thing they passed, which we later learned isn't all that great. But it's fine. I don't really get into the whole STR mess. We'll talk about that later probably. But that was probably the most exciting thing that happened to me all summer.
Jesus, Jeff, you have.
Yeah, I've been being a hermit, man. I'm not. The other thing that happened is
your car got flooded. Oh, but survived.
That happened during the Berry flood. That's fine.
You got buried.
My car dodged another bullet.
That wasn't a Berry flood. Don't.
It was barely a flood.
No, it was definitely a flood.
Yeah.
But it was barely a Berry flood.
Where am I going?
It's a barrier than Berry flood.
It was.
But the point is that
I've been right on like 3 or 4 different storms, though. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you call them.
Yeah, I mean,
you got it.
You got to know. And then every now and then there's that shit that happened to Carolyn Schofield where the storm up in jars at the last minute or up and intensifies at the last minute. And it's like, oh, well, no one could have predicted.
I mean, the thing with me is that
real thing.
My metrics are pretty simple. Like, I'm just not going to worry about evacuating at all. So whatever is going to happen is going to happen. And as long as we have, like, Pop-Tarts or whatever we need.
Sure, the worry cane is where the real damage.
I don't care about any of that. I as long as I can get on and watch TV and see the people, like Latoya give stupid speeches and
did tactical
whatever. Yeah, a little bit.
They have a tactical.
Yeah, they got a little
tactical gear.
They got a little into it.
She has a vest, I think.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, that's tough.
The point is that the summer doldrums are over.
Hold on.
Wait. We're talking about. You said earlier that you said to Allie that it's going to be a while, and I am still one of these people whose whole year resets on August 29, and that's like next week.
Yeah.
And like whether or not like the weather has changed, because we know the weather's not going to change. It's going to be shitty for a while.
Let's check.
But that's just the point in the year where everything kind of pivots for me, and I can go, okay, all the shit is like we're gonna come out of it. We've made it past like the point of like the lowest like psychic being or whatever.
No.
And then we can start moving on. Like it's gonna be football season. There's gonna be we have a whole statewide election to start talking about. We have just doing it. School is back in. Things are happening.
The weather is going to suck.
Oh, yeah.
I know, things are happening. It's going to... October 1st. That's my date for that. You know, and it continues to suck sometimes after that.
Oh, definitely. Sometimes it continues to suck into November, which is what I'm just starting to plan for at this point.
Yeah.
Because for me, I want I don't want it to be like just a little bit cooler. I want it to be cold.
Yeah, scarves.
Yeah, I want it to be like high of 52.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But guys, we're talking about two different things. Y'all are talking about the weather, and I'm talking about like just
sorrow.
The whole something. I need Marianne Williamson here to explain like the whole like the vibes, right?
Yeah.
The vibes are going to turn.
Yeah.
And they start to turn around August 29. Once we get through that, we're in the new year and things are happening again.
I feel like we've got to get through September.
That adds to my theory. Yeah.
Just because I feel like
the worst one.
September is still like it's still hot. It's like right after Labor Day, so people feel like things should either like be speeding up.
Yeah.
Because people are like, oh shit, I gotta get a lot done before the holidays already.
Yeah.
Or like my kids back in school. Like there's just like lots of weird psychic vibes going on in September. Plus, there's still lots of hurricane potential in September.
Yeah.
And until we start to get into October, that's when I'm starting to feel okay. But like September is still really scary.
And you've suffered for 3 months.
Yeah.
So there's a fatigue factor, which
Yeah.
adds. I think September 1st.
September is the February of the summer.
It's the halfway point. September 1st is the halfway point.
I hate
because all of September is twice as bad as even the 8th and June or July. Because then you can still be drinking your White Claw and listening to Lizzo and being like, summertime. But if it's September and there's football on and the kids are back at school, you can't be.
And everyone up north is like busting out their cute sweaters and making chili, and I'm like, damn it, I'm still sweating my balls off.
Or you see somebody from up north down here doing that shit, and you're physically uncomfortable looking at them wearing a fucking jeans and sweater and shit because they think it might get cold tonight.
I'm gonna be sad to put my tattoos away for the winter, but I'm not that sad.
Yeah, gladly do it.
Yeah.
Look, guys, that's all valid, and usually I agree that the weather is still going to suck, but I'm just trying to make the point that, it starts to shift a little bit after you make it through the 29th, just for me, and things start to feel like they're a little bit different. Now, and I know that of the three of us, I'm usually the most optimistic, so I'm used to this.
Right.
That
light.
Sure.
It's fine.
You're right.
Y'all can be downers all you want, but I'm sticking with my feelings.
Sticking with the union.
Yeah, sticking with my feelings.
Well, you're trying to be, the way shower here, but you're basing your entire thing off Katrina's landfall.
That's right.
Like after that happened, then and most of the bad shit happened in the following 30 days.
And for the rest of our lives.
And ever since, unsaid ever since.
Yeah.
No need to be spoken about, but we don't need to get into the gentrifiers.
No, let's.
What was his name on the bike?
Yeah,
Blakely.
let's not
talk about Blakely.
Let's not do that at this late hour. Let's maybe wrap it up.
But shit sucked.
Yeah.
After the 29th. In fact, before the 29th that year, everything was pretty fucking cool.
Right. Let's wrap it up. Well, that's
we got Jivewire. You go ahead.
Yeah. But this is another thing we do on this show is the Jivewire.
The best thing we do.
We have
the only thing we do.
It's the most original shit that we do, and that we've done consistently throughout the whole thing. This ain't no recipe minute, y'all. This ain't no Mardi Gras episode, something that we did that was cool that we just found out that it was cool and stopped doing. This is the thing that's cool.
Well, we flew too close to the sun on the Mardi Gras.
Yeah, we did.
This is the Hunker Downcast Jivewire, your fake music calendar for no night in particular. To get your gig into the Jivewire, what do?
You tweet at us.
Yeah,
Hunker Downcast.
Dude, I don't know. You send the vibes. What do we got? We got the Steamboat Queenie, host Callie Callio at Sunset.
Yay!
70s Ski Chalet has The Leopardless at 6. I already missed one. Titan Dan Arnold is reading self-important poetry at the Save the Ramps rally at 5.
Oh.
Frankie Fukushima and the Gerttown Glowworms are at the Sinkhole at 6. The Culvert Cars featuring Rick Ocasek are at the Old Lafitte Greenway Lounge at 7. Culture Bear at the Hellhole of Live Music at 8. Buttering Bills features the Brain-Eating Abitas at 7. My brain done been eaten by all them
You
Abitas.
might have got one.
Whiny Mania hosts MacBook Airbnb at 7. Thorvald's Industry Night is happening at the Metairie Chicken Shack at 8. Jerry Manders and the Suppressions are at the Ballot Box at 8. Frenchman Tourist Trap hosts Greasy Gree at 9. Cantrell Cantina has the Intentionals at 9. Cheers in Algiers has the Tin Sharks at 9. If they ever make
They're
it,
aluminum, I think.
if they make it across. The Sidebar has Fake Subpoena still for some reason at 10.
Because it's so fucking important. Because you never did the time for that. We ain't forgot about you, Leon.
Clunkerfish at the Sewage and Water Bar at 10. Mr. Mays hosts Beer in the Book Drop at 10. Debutante Hall has Praxis Mobile at 10. Betty's Pub and Grub and Rub and Tug features the Happy Endings at 10. And finally, it is once again Rat Dance Party at the French Market Cafe. Still, for some reason, even though that was last year, they're doing it all night long.
Aw. Love that red dance party.
What is the street on the other side of the Roosevelt? Not on the back door of the Roosevelt? Is it Girard?
Well,
Like the front door
No.
of the Roosevelt, which is
No.
also a back door. The hallway goes all the way through.
Roosevelt, I think you got, like, what is that?
Verone and the one behind her. Okay.
It's common, isn't it?
Anyways, if you go out, if you go to the Roosevelt and you walk in the front door and you walk all the way down the hall and go out the back door and look across the street, that bar is that bar and massage parlor are the inspiration.
Betty's?
Betty's. It's close to a real place.
We'll have to post a video again.
In Christmas time when we go there to look at the lights,
Yeah.
which I
So, somewhere there still exists a video of some of these locales where we can
oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's on YouTube. That means forever.
put it out there.
Alright, well, it's been fun.
Yeah, it has. It's been good. I think it's been, again, a sign that things are looking up as we approach the end of the summer doldrums.
Well, the fact that we managed to get our shit together enough to move forward is really is encouraging.
Yeah.
Stops in the winter.
Anyway,
Doesn't it? We're back. Are we back?
We're
We
back.
recorded.
this has been episode 57.
We're back.
We're back,
I
motherfuckers.
re-upped the domain name, so
Yeah.
yeah, we're back.
We're coming back strong.
All right, guys.
Just like my blog did like 4 times.
Do we need to tell anybody anything else about like Lance's various
Oh, well,
social
give us
media?
money. If you want to
do we-
see us more,
do we
then
still
give
have
us more money.
Do we still have a Patreon and stuff?
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Patreon.com/HungerDowncast.
All right.
There could be fucking money. Tons of money up in there. I don't know.
It's
I
like-
haven't checked it.
It's in the glove box of the car that is lodged up in the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Patreon has a good way of like not sending you any emails about anything.
Yeah.
So if you sign up, like I thought I was donating $3 to a podcast, and then like 6 months later, come to find out I was donating $3 like every month.
That's how
And
they
I was
get
like,
you.
oh, well, it sucks for me. And then I looked at ours, I was like, man, not so sucky for us.
Yeah, that's bullshit though, because I pay for all the hosting fees.
Well, there's money in there.
Give it to
So-
me.
Well, we have to figure out a way to get it out.
All right.
Oh my God.
Tune in next time.
Wow, we're inspiring a lot of confidence.
Tune in next time to see if we
Just
ever
give
figure
us
out.
that first.
Just
Just give us it. We'll figure out a way to get it
if we
out.
figure out how to ever get the money out.
As long as I stay healthy.
Thanks everybody for listening.
Bye.
We'll see you later.